follow that up with our Kids Fire Academy. And that is set to be the June 22nd through 26th. It's a 5-day class. And the program basics, we like to consider ours more than just a typical summer camp. Ours is based off kind of an educational program. And a few years ago, this will be our third camp. And the mayor and I went over to Colleyville, and they have been doing summer camp for a few years. And we kind of got the layout of how their camp was and how successful it was. And we started our own, and it has just worked out exceptionally well. Like I said, it's a 5-day camp, fire, EMS-based training. It's a lot of teamwork where we focus on core values, responsibility, and leadership. The age range is 11 to 15, and we, at the moment, the last couple of years, our maximum class number has been 30 students. We already have 2 signed up for the summer camp. We're getting phone calls now. We had somebody sign up right before I left. Our fee structure is $65, and priority is given to Euless residents first. After that, we try to accommodate employees, children, if they have any interest, and then we open it up to HEB students if they don't live inside city limits of Euless. They start out, and we try to structure it, like I said, kind of follow the same format as you might see in the police or fire academy. They do their morning PT. We have classes on fire science, fire extinguishers. We have that extinguisher trainer that we do a firehouse grant. They're using that in this picture in the upper right-hand corner. They learn, we do not certify them, but they do learn quite a bit CPR and first aid. They get to see our apparatus. We do a search and rescue drill with them, fire department history, education, things like that. PHI has been nice enough to come out each of the courses and show us a little bit about air medical. And these are just some of the photographs of some of the daily activities that these guys and gals get to do. The logistics of how we have it set up is we have 2 academy coordinators that consist right now of Lieutenant Scott Stamps and soon to become Lieutenant Cody Skinner. He'll be promoted here later in the month. He's a driver engineer currently. We utilize our on-duty personnel as much as possible to reduce cost. And then probably the biggest factor there is all of the help we get from our alumni. We just could not do it without the help from our alumni program. I think we probably average about 3 to 6 alumni members from Citizens Fire Academy a day helping out in some capacity or another. And a lot of them, they marry up with the campers in their teams and help throughout the week. As we go through the week and get into Friday, the family is invited to a meal that we prepare and have them out to celebrate the graduation. Each of the students receives a certificate, and then the top cadet, which we post those on the hall across from our retiree wall, is chosen by the peers, the coordinators, and our CFA alumni. And so far, it has just been hugely successful. And we're just trying to figure out here in the future how, if we're going to grow and where we're going to have the class. We're pretty much maxed out in our training room and our current setup, so we'll have to evaluate that over the next year or so if we want to try to expand this program. It has been just great so far, and I guess I would open it up if you guys have any questions for me.
It's a great deal.
It is.
And it's so much fun to see little 11, 12-year-olds learning CPR and basic first aid.
Hopefully they never have to use it, but it is definitely good for them to.
And how seriously they take it.
They do.
Well, as we've talked about the recruiting concerns for both police and fire department, do you think years down the road this will pay dividends for you to maybe encourage those, both police and fire through these camps that you're getting them exposed at a young age to firefighting as a career?
I do, Ms. Getchell, and I tell you why. The Arlington Fire Department, they have a program through the school district, and it has been very, very successful. They are a couple years into that program, and they start them out in the senior high school into things, and they've actually hired some firefighters that have graduated through that program in the school district. They're currently working for our fire department. Well, they realized, and the coordinator of that program and I went to rookie school together at age 5, and he contacted me the other day, and he wants to come out and watch our summer camp program to look at getting them at an earlier age. And so that kind of ties in with your question there, is that we may try to look at evaluating this and seeing if we can, maybe down the road have an older program, for example, that we might do. Now, we have, I would say this, though, is that I think we'll see, as interest grows with this, we may see more younger or older adults, I should say, go through our Citizens Fire Academy program. We've already had that happen, and we've had a couple that have went through, and they're going to college right now to go into that field. So that's how that's working.
I know that's the Dallas Star's talking about trying to do that with,
Yes, ma'am.
from a hockey standpoint, of getting those folks in young and interest early so that they can develop that years down the road.